What's up, everybody? Welcome to Real Talk with Chris and Travis. I'm Travis.
And I'm Chris.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.
And don't forget to catch us on Instagram at Real Talk with Chris and Travis. So, as always, I like to introduce the topic of discussion. And these words are short, but they very powerful though. Travis came through with another haymaker punch. I ain't even see it coming.
You know it.
You know, I had the upset stomach. I was like, oh, really? So, topic is comparison kills.
Oh yeah, man. I feel like comparison does kill your joy, especially these days. People, on social media, you might be scrolling through and you see somebody might be always posting, vacations and big houses and fancy cars and yada yada yada, whatever. And you be like, dang, like, why I can't have that? Why I ain't there yet?
Mm-hmm.
And you can be having a good day and you see that, you be like, dang, like it makes you just want to give up sometimes. Like, I'm striving to get to that point and I've been doing it for like X amount of years and I ain't even there yet.
I don't know, man. I mean, if I see somebody's lifestyle, especially if they're doing something that I'm trying to do or something I want to do,
Yeah.
even if it's something I had never seen before, and it kind of inspired me to want to do something new, I don't know, it motivates me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it can be motivation or it can be crushing. It depends on how you're taking it. It's like your mindset.
Yeah, that's true too. And I feel like if seeing somebody else's success or seeing whatever the person have, I just feel like it could be something that you see as this is within my reach.
Yeah.
Especially with technology these days. I mean, think about it. Back in the 80s, 90s maybe, if you was disabled, there wasn't really an arena for like working at home or having your own business right there at the house. You had to be able to get out and go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you can't drive, if you can't take a bus, if you don't have the right people around you to help you, you just stuck.
Yeah.
But see, nowadays, you know what I'm saying, you got so much internet business and so many, work from home jobs and all this remote support work and all of that, to where you almost like literally have no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, if I see somebody on social media or even like YouTube or something like that, and they appear to be very successful, like, I just kind of want to know, like, okay, you posting this content, but give me the how to. You done cook the food, I done smelled it, I done got hungry, and then you gon' just like put the food in the icebox and be like, you can't touch it until you pay me $5. No, man, no, you finna get that up. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, a lot of times that stuff can be smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, it can.
It can be fake. It can be all rented. You just never know. It can be somebody else's lifestyle that they portraying to have.
Yeah, and that's that the rapper lens. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of rappers would do that.
Yeah, I mean,
you think they got all of these cars and stuff, but the label own all of that.
pretty much.
It's props.
Yeah.
But I like to always be thinking. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, I got to work on overthinking. It's a whole different aspect.
Yeah.
But seeing somebody's life, unless you have a real conversation with that person, you got to remember you're always seeing a snapshot, because people going to let you see what they want you to see.
It's always the highlight reel, huh?
Yep. Always a highlight reel. You never see the real game unless you know that person personally or you're able to have a good enough conversation to where they let you in on all the secrets.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. It's like, I still want my own business. But the way I see stuff now with social media and YouTube and TV and movies and all that, my mindset is let it motivate me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I used to be a little different, but now it's just like I think different now. And I think everything starts in your mind. And if you can get your mind to just calm down and not worry about where you at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just focus on the big picture. This is where I want to be.
Enjoy the journey, man.
Exactly. don't put that stress on yourself. Take the pressure off.
I used to be like that bad, like comparing myself a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Until, I had a conversation with God, and he was like, it may appear that they're ahead of you,
Mm-hmm.
but just one touch from me, and I can put you 10 years ahead of them.
Exactly. And I'll be like, Lord, when the touch coming? Because I'm ready. And he'd be like, no, you ain't ready yet. I'm like, but they way up there. He's like, well, that's the mistake. You looking at them, you're supposed to be looking at me.
It appears that they're, ahead of you, but they're really not.
Everything is seen through a distorted lens.
Yeah.
And when I say a distorted lens, what I mean is we can both be looking at the same thing, but if our mindsets are different, I see something that's unattainable. This will never happen for me. But then you may say, man, this could absolutely happen. I got to keep working hard, but this could happen. You see what I'm saying? The mindset make all the difference.
Mm-hmm.
If you want something bad enough, you keep going for it till you get it.
Yeah.
But comparing yourself to somebody else, especially when you're disabled, I think that happens a lot easier than people might think.
Yeah, I used to have that issue too when I was a kid. Like, I ain't like they can get up and run and jump and do this and do that. Like, I ain't God, why I can't do that? Like, why you chose me to be, in a wheelchair, But I mean, now I feel like, my disability is my blessing.
Okay.
So.
Man, yeah.
It's just on, your perception of how you see things.
Yep. You could see something as motivation, or you could see something as something that holds you back.
Yeah.
And like you say, when I was a kid, I was the same way.
Yeah.
I just saw this disability as something that held me back. Man, if I wasn't disabled, I could drive. If I wasn't disabled, I could cook. If I wasn't disabled, I could this, I could that, and I could this.
Yeah.
And then when I got older, you know what I'm saying? My wife started teaching me to cook, and I realized, oh, it ain't that hard.
Right.
It's like, sure, I mean, okay, with my balance, I don't cook at like a, regular stove or a regular oven. I use an air fryer and a slow cooker, but it's still cooking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a safer version for me to do it. And I'm like, that was the whole point, getting me to where I could do what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, what you're seeing from somebody else is just a snapshot.
Yeah.
They not showing you the whole process of how they got from here to there to that point. And that'd be the stuff that people be going crazy over.
Let's see that behind the scenes before you say, oh, I want their life.
Yep.
How the behind the scenes look, see behind closed doors,
I remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger was younger, when he was like, really into like bodybuilding and stuff, and they had so many people that was like, man, I want a body like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And somebody interviewed him and was like, Arnold, can you tell us the success of your, your workout histories and all of that stuff?
Yeah.
And he got to talking about how he spent like hours and hours in the gym every day, and he work on this area for this many hours, and he only eat this kind of food, and he only eat this much food every day. And people who wanted to be like him was just like, that's too hard. But that's just it.
You want the results, but you don't want to do the work.
Exactly. They want that push button life.
That ain't how it works.
It's not. Life is set up to be complicated, to be honest. But
I mean, if God Himself said that nobody's exempt from trials and tribulations, that should tell you right there.
Right. We all gonna have to work for what we want.
Right.
It all comes down to how bad do you want it.
Yeah.
And I understand sometimes stuff sound good and it seems simple, and to some people it's like, but this ain't simple. It's not easy. Sometimes you compare yourself to people and you don't even realize you're doing it.
Yeah.
That's where the term "keeping up with the Joneses" came from. But take the pressure off yourself. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of times you don't even know how they got there. You don't know if they had to cut somebody's throat to get to where they at. What kind of shady stuff they did just to get to that point.
You don't know what kind of secrets they had.
Right.
Just if you really could find out everything that's involved with somebody else's life that you really think you want, you find everything out. You like, but I don't want this no more. If I gotta go through that, I gotta lose this. I gotta do what? Nah, You know, stay on the outside looking in. What's for you is gonna be for you.
Right.
You know.
Can't miss that.
I heard. I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with Gary V. I forgot his last name just that quick.
I just know about Gary Vee.
Yeah, he was doing his live talk on Instagram, and he, showed a little clip of the conference he was at, and at the conference he said, "I have friends who are billionaires, and they not happy." And he said, "But on the flip side, I got friends who have to work regular jobs and stack their money to take 2 vacations a year. They have to live on a budget to take 2 vacations a year, and they're happy.
Yeah.
They're not millionaires, they're not billionaires, but they're happy." And I thought about something when he said that. I used to believe that the more money you had, the happier you would be. Because it seemed like when you got more money, when problems come, you throw money at it, you good. Except for your health.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But anything else, like you making $1 million a year and your car break down, you just buy another car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The neighborhood get to going down where you live at, you just buy another house somewhere else. Simple. But how you a millionaire or a billionaire and you want to commit suicide?
Right. You be like, that's kind of.
It's different. Like how you.
It make you think like,
Exactly. So that's why I say comparison can kill. Because you want to be like this person, but you don't even know what all they went through to get where they are.
Yeah.
Number 2, if they let you in on what they went through and then you start doing it and you go through it, you might not be able to handle it.
Right.
You want to kill you want to get rid of yourself instead of getting to where they are. Now you stuck.
Yeah.
And it's not worth doing that. I believe that we all got gifts. I believe that God gave us all gifts and talents and abilities, and He also set us up where no matter what kind of pace we move at, we can't get too far ahead before He pull us back. Like, hey, not right now for you. See what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like these days people see, I'm this certain age and I ain't hit this status yet. It's too late. It ain't even about that. It don't matter how old you are. You still, as long as you breathing, getting up every day.
Yeah.
You got a purpose for the most part.
Yeah. And it's. I'm working on now just making as much stuff as I can simple for me.
Yeah.
Make it simple. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it, cause life gonna bring its own problems.
Life gonna be life, man.
And sometimes life gonna life hard. So I just
life be life and
eliminate the stress, man. Take the pressure off yourself.
Yeah.
It's okay to want stuff. God don't mind us having things. You know what I'm saying? But don't look at somebody else's life or look at what somebody else did and you want the same thing the same way.
Yeah.
Sometimes it don't work out like that.
Nope.
And you wind up messing yourself up trying to do what somebody else did when all you had to do was chill and be you. Move when God say move, and you would have had the same thing
times 10
with a lot less stress.
Yeah.
Just learn to flow in your season, man.
That's it.
But yeah, comparison, man, it can destroy you.
It can be definitely a joy killer.
Yeah. There's nothing exciting about getting hype about something and then realizing all the work you got to put in, and you start putting in that work and feel like you're going nowhere. That's not exciting at all. Sometimes you got to dig down and find your motivation. Or realize that you made a mistake.
Yeah.
Either one of them two.
Oh, yeah. But a lot of times, people might see somebody's highlight reel and don't know that this person been doing this for like 10, 15 years, and you thinking they just got started. But you don't really know the back end to it, the back end story, and you just seeing the finished part of it,
Yep. Somebody told me a long time ago that's how you know somebody good at something is when they make it look easy.
Yeah.
But what they don't tell you is I've been putting in work for the last 15 years. You just not seeing me, but I've been doing this.
You basically seeing the finished result. You
Yep.
know? But you ain't know about me when I was putting that work in. You know, working 18 hours a day. You know.
That's a lot of hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think that seeing somebody else's life, especially if you got the ability to be close to that person where you can talk to them and not just see clips on YouTube or social media.
Mm-hmm.
You actually have a relationship with that person where you can actually like talk to them about problems and stuff that they don't post and stuff like that. I feel like that's the best tutorial you could ever get.
Yeah.
You know, I want to do the same thing you're doing, but I need to know the stuff that you ain't telling people. Tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Tell me how it was when you ain't had the money and you was starting out and stuff was hard and you was working 2 and 3 jobs to pay for equipment and still take care of your family. Tell me that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Comparison, man.
Yeah, man.
It could destroy you.
Or it can uplift you.
Yeah. Most definitely.
It's all in you. Your mindset.
Yep.
But I say it's best to not compare. Just, you know, go with your journey and stay in your lane, you know, and things will work out
And see something else that.
at the right time.
Oh yeah, my bad.
You good?
Something else, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, we ain't trying to be religious and stuff like that. Y'all hear us mention God and stuff like that. But that's because that's what got us through, you know what I'm saying? When we was going through.
Amen.
So, for what I'm about to say, you know, if you are a person who you pray and you believe in God and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? If it's something you want to do, ask God to send the right people in your life.
Mm-hmm.
He will. Even if it takes time, ask him to send the right people. That way, you will get all the knowledge that you need, the guidance that you need, and it'll be right.
Oh, yeah.
That way you can flow in your season, and when it's your time to shine, it'll be easy to do.
Oh, yeah. It's going to all fall into place.
Yup.
The perfect time.
Most definitely.
Yeah, y'all, you know, drop some comments. Let us know, you know, how y'all feel about comparison.
Right. You know, is it a killer or could it be kind to you?
You know, is it a motivator for you?
Motivation.
But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.
And please don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Real Talk with Chris and Travis. And don't forget we have an email address. It is realtalkwithchrisandtravis@yahoo.com. And we'll be back next week with another video.
Stay tuned.
And we out.
Peace.